And fall in, my fellow scout troopers, to a Napoleon Total War 3 4v4 battle replay today from yours truly. My allies today are Mr. No Name, because his name's blank. We have Markie and Alex the Great. On our opponent's side, we have Riyue, CXC991011, and Aatrox. The map today is 1805 Shungraben, 1805. And we'll go through the factions. Mine is the Holy Roman Empire, or the Helligist Romanist Reich. We have here England, UK.Portugal, one of the best England factions I'm told. I've played as them too, they are pretty good. We have here UK Netherlands over here, and behind us we have Austria 1813. Our opponents today are the French. We have Mr. French and Mr. French and Mr. French. I can't display the factions anymore. I don't know who they are. It was advised to me that I learned how to memorize every single unit off heart. Unfortunately, much to my great regret, I do not have photographic memory or eidetic memory. So, unfortunately, that appears to be beyond my capabilities, as much as it pains me to admit. Our points today are, we have a 3-pointer in the middle, and the other ones don't have any points associated with them. But I was told the rule of thumb in this case is that every house available represents, 1 point. Some players agree with that, some disagree, but in all honesty, I think it's a fair assessment to make, If there is no point associated, it makes sense to give them 1 point apiece. Potentially, that leaves, I suppose, 3, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12 points total on the field today. So, we're marching up, but our deployment zones put us pretty close to our enemies, so we don't have to go too far. Now I've already got my 5-pounder up here. The French are not too far away at all. They're not afraid of me. They're marching up and they're pretty confident, despite the fact that I have artillery deployed and shooting at them. I've got my skirmishers out front, with my cavalry close behind, and I'm also shooting my own cav, which is not the smartest thing to do in the world. And skirmishers, guys, in the version 9.0 version have fairly decent accuracy. Do not underestimate skirmishers, they actually are really valuable and pretty cheap, but also very vulnerable to cav charges. So you probably treat your skirmishers the way you treat your artillery. Make sure there is supporting units nearby, preferably cavalry, to just sort of protect them in the event the enemy tries to charge them. Now, I had to halt my fire because my own troops are moving in the way. Very cool. Infantry here blasting my skirmishers. You can see the snow getting kicked up all around them. Boys are lined up. Oh, I charged in my cav. And here comes the French response. I charged in my cuirassiers. Jeez, you can see the whites of my cavalry's eyes are got eyes of demons. retreating. And the enemy's going to let me go, at least for now.
This building has fallen to the enemy.
Yeah, this is nothing that really annoyed me. This artillery piece was shooting straight into this tiny little wooden structure here and was blocking my shot. So I'm pulling back. I've got two players approaching. I got my ally UK.Portugal. He's falling back a bit. I would have liked to have had him on my right flank. But the reason he's pulling back is he's afraid of being hit by his own artillery, it would seem. But him leaving my right flank puts me in a very bad position. There's a few light skirmishes happening elsewhere across the battlefield. But at this very moment, I'm in the thick of things.
Our men are running, sir.
Kind of half wonder if they're close enough for a cluster shot or not. That was uneventful. I'm putting a lot of faith in my skirmishers. Potentially too much. Alright. So obviously cavalry keeping the French at bay at the moment. That's a huge unit. I think that's the French Grenadiers. I got a couple of... Oh, hang on. I didn't see this one. This appears to be a small strike force. Potentially they're going after my general. Well, that's definitely Osmali's flag. Okay, I've pulled out my artillery and I'm beginning to fall back. I can't hold this position. Now these guys here were trying to charge my cavalry. Everything I've got at these guys. Although this appears to be entirely cuirassiers. C2 or C1 cavalry of the French. I'm a little surprised I'm doing so well. The morale's very shaky. Now my morale's starting to fail me. I've got my general, I think, close by. Trying to boost their spirits, keep them in the fight. I'm sending out some infantry to try and help them out. And I'm trying to get him out of there. Ah, they both broke on me. Jeez. It's like I didn't do squat, there's still a shit ton of cavalry left. But I'm pulling back for now. UK.Portugal not engaging the French, just sort of holding his position. We've got Netherlands here underway. UK Netherlands. France here also has a lot of cavalry, but over here we also have a lot of cavalry. Hopefully it's enough. We've got one heavy, well, we've got a couple of heavies. A few lights. Enemy artillery can cause some issues. So my team and I are kind of taking on a defensive role here. We're being pushed back. I'm not too sure where the Austrian infantry is. It looks like they've surrounded the Osmali forces. We've got mines everywhere. We've got some grenadiers charging in. Osmali's taking 2 houses in the building here. I don't know if you can see the buildings or not. Jeez, we've got a bit of an issue here with soldiers going inside the house. It's causing some glitches. Yeah. Might come back to that later. UK.Portugal a little out of position here. What's he trying to do? He's got some Hollanders here. Hollanders are a really good unit. Decent accuracy and also one of the best units you could have on your side. Now, you can't see too much here, so we raise the bar a little bit. France has a lot of cavalry, as you can see on the left. Not so much on UK.Portugal's end. Oh jeez, those buildings are causing all kinds of problems with the camera. It's like it's lagging, but it's not at the same time, you know? Alright, here we go. France is making their move. Okay, 1 cav unit down, 1 to go. This is the nail in the coffin coming in. Yep, they hammered it home. These guys here are already in square, they're not getting through that. Amazingly, Austria are struggling to take the building here from Osmali. I don't want to jinx it, but you notice how it's not lagging anymore, right? And there it goes, it's lagging again. Great. This is a grand line here. France obviously outside of firing range, just. I think we continue to be pushed back. We've got another great cav battle, I think, underway. We've got Austrian infantry firing into the French cav. They're running really close to the infantry. This is great for Austria. And hopefully Austria doesn't... Yeah, oh, careful Austria, you're walking into the line of your own fire. We're losing the cav war. You got here UK.Portugal up top. I should be bringing up my line here with him. The reason I'm not is I'm trying to stick close to my artillery. Looks like I'm trying to fire a cluster shot towards the artillery. I didn't realize I had it on cluster or canister shot. Meant to be firing cannonballs. We're trying to fight into the artillery, but UK.Portugal is just not taking them down fast enough. Not his fault or anything. It's just at this range, it's just harder to kill them. You can't get too close, obviously, because the chance to kill's more the closer you get. We'd be praying for some cavalry strikes right now, but I don't think we have any cav left. Now, I've got two cannons firing on these 6. And as you can see, I'm not getting any kills whatsoever here. So I think I gave up and I switched targets. Now, I would have wanted to spread out a bit more, but well, what I should have done right here is pull back 2 units so I could spread out my 3 bigger ones, you know? Have more firepower being unleashed. Now, UK.Portugal here has pulled back too far. It looks like he's trying to expand his lines here. If he can turn this flank and push the French back, he might be able to get close enough to that artillery to take it out from this angle. If he can get around far enough. That's if they don't lumber up and pull out, of course, which you'd have to think they would, but if they lumber up, that's great news for us because at least they're not firing on us. Now, this was not a good sight for me, having him pull back like that. He has too many reserves in play. He can easily outflank me. But UK.Portugal is pushing back here. UK Netherlands not doing too bad. He's holding his ground for the moment. As Mali's been a real pain in the ass. They're only after Austria's skirmishes. I don't think he sees it. Ah, crap. He's going to go for the recharge on the front line. Well, the Austrians should be okay. To a degree. Oh, they're in pike formation. Very nice. We've got 2 skirmishes here. We can find this artillery. They're one of the few units that could take these guys out at this range effectively. I've come to really love skirmishes in 9.0.
Our men are running, sir.
In previous versions, I never really put too much faith in them. Really, I've got nothing but praise for them in 9.0. In previous versions, I always felt the only advantage skirmishes had, obviously, was their range. But their accuracy, I feel, has been given a bit of a boost. Which makes them a bit more deadly.
Our men are running, sir.
Canister shot here. Really hit these guys hard. UK Netherlands here going on a kamikaze charge. There's no way they're going to get close enough before they break. The infantry would have to kill them. A heroic death. Well, my general just got killed. We're going after these skirmishers. Okay, my general here might have got killed by enemy artillery. There's no forces nearby. Yeah, I think he did get killed by artillery, from memory. And with my general gone, things just became a whole lot harder for him. I am a little bit surprised UK.Portugal pulled back as far as he did. And kept asking him not to fall back. Or at least talk to me about where he wants to fall back to. In the end, I gave up and did my own thing, like he did. I suppose it means there was a little bit of friction. But then again, in these kind of situations, sometimes friction is unavoidable. There are a lot of things I could have done better in this match. What I'm trying to do here is to form up and fire before he has a chance to form up and fire.
This building has fallen to the enemy.
One thing I think I really need to work on is my use of larger and smaller units. You know, just because you want to form up a line, when you've got larger and smaller units, you have to stretch out your larger ones a bit differently than the smaller ones, because, you know, you stretch the larger ones out too small, then only a few are firing when you've got hundreds in reserve, not doing too much. But if you stretch out the small ones too far, there's only like one line of them, then they don't tend to last very long. And then far easier when they're charged, they can't really form square in that formation either. So what I should be doing is moving these three by themselves to the left, and then stretching this one out to where I'm happy with, and then bring these guys back into the fold after that, if that makes sense. So move these three out, stretch this one out, move these three back in, and slot them in with the line. That's what I need to work on. My opponent doesn't really have this problem. If you look at his army, most of his units here are relatively the same size. As you can see, huge differences in mine. Now that's a result of casualties and also some units being significantly larger than others. I've got to watch out for that. Okay, Portugal's being pushed back further and further. Netherlands general here just got ambushed. And there he goes. Alex the Great, yeah, his general's gone too. The Austrians here practically got wiped out by Osmali, who mostly has cav forces. I don't think I've seen a single infantry unit yet for Osmali, except for the ones he put inside those buildings there. UK, Netherlands in a crap ton of trouble. Portugal moving in though to try and support his rear. Austrian taking refuge, I think, inside the town here. Those mines, I think, are theirs, not ours. So Can't really rely on them. So, you know, trying to fall back, trying to find a nice firing position to hold up. This cab is of great concern. UK Netherlands looks like he's going to make his last stand in this town here. We should have really come to him.
Our men are running, sir.
And a cab charged into me there. I'm not getting too many kills, am I? Even though they're moving in closer. Keeping an eye on that cav. A lot of my units here are squarables. Okay, I'm trying to fire on him, but he got away. Here they come. And they're coming for the UK Netherlands. You can see he's trying to form a perimeter around the town. Ah, those buildings are causing all kinds of grief here. This map is a little bit glitched, it would seem. Ah, nice counter-attack here from UK.Portugal. He's got France on the run. Moving my own forces here back into the fight. France has me. Nice volley. Yeah, okay, I put infantry in my back here to shoot at enemy cav. I saw him coming in there. Come on, square up, square up, square up.
Our men are running.
Come on, kill him. Oh, most are getting away. This French player was trying to stop me from maneuvering and trying to outflank him. This unit can still form square. You see he's got a nice little diamond formation around me. Arrowhead formation. Okay, Portugal is continuing his advance here. So he just pulled back all of a sudden. UK Netherlands here is finished. With the elite Osmali cavalry, the samurai on horse. Now it's a slaughter. UK.Portugal falling back to the town. I'm just sort of participating in a series of holding actions, you know, trying to keep the enemy back. Guys, kill him.
The men are fatigued, sir.
Yeah, I'm killing a few now. Nice return volley there. Moving forwards, this is not a good idea. He's the one that still has his general, not me. My centre's a bit weak.
Our men are running, sir.
UK.Portugal is coming to my aid. My units are starting to fail me. And they have artillery.
Our men are running, sir.
And here they come again to try and finish me off. Oh yeah, it's a form pike. Doesn't seem to help you very much. I broke one of the French cat units, but apart from that, no go. Nice artillery hit there on my troops. I think I'm down to one unit left. My run is over. All our runs are over. Our last hope is Austria, who has 3 units left in this village, along with UK.Portugal. That's it. Alright guys, the last defense here is underway. The cav is relentless, as Mali has an artillery himself set up here. These guys are formed square. Hopefully I think UK.Portugal's general is still alive. It's a nice position here, a nice, I suppose, formation the attackers have deployed. They got the area completely surrounded, but left the gap wide enough for artillery to fire in with no risk of friendly fire whatsoever. Now France has to lumber up his artillery though and move it closer. I'm a little bit surprised France is pulling out their 6 units there to the north. I thought they would have them stationed in a line at the top here, ready to go in the moment these two flanks converged and moved in on the town, forcing UK.Portugal through the town to the north where the 6 units are waiting. France can then move in and capture those 2 buildings, essentially, having a couple units stationed in the street to shoot at the retreating UK forces. It almost feels like they're trying to create an opening for UK.Portugal to retreat. Yeah, he's got artillery set up here. Looks to be a 4-pounder roughly. Maybe 6. Or 3. I think it's a 3 actually, I'll take that back.
This building has fallen to the enemy.
Alright. UK.Portugal might do a cab charge here. Sorry, and all that bayonet charge. The troops flying through the air. Nice shot. That's sent him packing. Scottish Highlanders moving up.
All hope is lost, sir. This battle is almost done.
Okay, form square. These cats falling, dying. They just have so much cav to spare. They're attacking the square with cav. And infantry now. But at first, mostly with cav. Okay, I think we're about done here in the village. We have 1 unit here way back. We got a French cav unit coming into town to try and finish them off. And it's enough! They charge into them and smash one of them against the walls of the building there. That's a nice way to end the battle. So well done to our opponents there on their victory today. Markie getting 432 kills, UK.Portugal 868, myself 788, and Alex the Great 568. Oyo 1743, Riyue 1837, CXC 1657, and Aatrox 1465. Okay, kill counts here for myself range from 110 to zip. Most units there didn't do as well as they should have. Of course, that's their commander's fault above all else. If you want to see your own replay featured here on this channel, guys, once again before we go, you can send it to my email at ScoutsOfEntertainment@gmail.com. You can post it to me directly on Discord. You can join my Discord server, be part of our community there, and where you can post your battle replay there also. Or you can simply tag me in the NTW3 replay you post on the NTW3 Discord itself, or it's called the Lord's Discord, you can Google it as well. And that is that. This is Micka from Scouts of Entertainment signing off. For that, my fellow soldiers, catch you in the next Total War battle.